You know, this one of those sayings that you guys were writing on your poetry today, sayings you hear around the house. This would have been a saying that my children would hear around my house. Yes.
Didn't you say that we were gonna read Zachary's book that he made?
I did. That's at the end of the day.
Oh, so never mind.
You're reading that right now.
Logan.
How can it be perfectly imperfect if you said nothing can be perfect? So how can it be perfectly imperfect?
Interesting question.
It's kind
Let's
yeah.
let's see if some other people. Does anybody want to answer Logan's? Daniel.
Well, what it means is doesn't mean it's like perfect. It means it's like it's totally wrong. It means it's like completely wrong, like perfectly wrong. You know, like it's like all wrong. You know, like
There's rainbows coming out of the egg.
Mm-hmm. So already she's starting to develop some questions. Rainbow colors coming out of the egg. So it tells you something special is going to come out of this egg, right? Yes.
Why are the chickens curious? I've never seen a curious chicken. They look like they're curious. Look at you.
Oh.
I've never seen a curious.
Well, does that look like a usual egg hatching?
No.
this is the
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wait, can you put the paper back? I don't want you drawing right now.
I wonder what's coming out.
Jackson, can you come sit at your desk? I just want you, this is a picture book, so I'm going to want you to look at the illustrations. I'm going to read this book. Savannah?
Well, the weirdest thing is that there's this guy named Rick Riordan who the main character name is Percy. Then when it was tilted to its side and I couldn't see the last name, I was like, 5 Rick. Oh my gosh, this is Rick Riordan?
Oh.
Because it's like Rick Riordan, main character is Percy, and that's called Percy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of
Okay, yes.
The chickens have shiny eyes.
Well, that's, you know, you're noticing things about the illustrations, and I remember we talked about a literary device when a writer is using words to give human-like features to something. We called that, remember that literary device we talked about?
Decomposing.
No, when a writer gives, like in Mrs. Frisbee and the Rats of Nim, the mice and the animals talk, right? The animals do things that humans do. What do we call that when an author or when a writer does that? Anybody think you know? Yeah. It's generally always done in a fiction because it's something that doesn't really happen. Connor P?
Impersonation?
Oh, you're very close. The personation part does kind of, now I know you guys we just talked about it. Gabby. Persevision. It begins with a P.
Perception.
Matthew.
Perfect.
Oh! When you give them qualities that a person might have. Connor. Not persification. Oh, you guys are getting so close. Justine. Personification. Now, look at these chickens' eyes. Look at the eyes. Do chickens have eyes that have the white, the sclera showing? It's kind of like an artistic personification. They do that with cartoon characters or book characters. So they want you to be able to relate to these chickens. Okay, hands down. I know, because I got to get this read before PE. So this is Percy, the perfectly imperfect chicken. Imperfection is meaning it does not have, it's not perfect, it has perfectly imperfect qualities. And so anyway, it's about a little chicken named Percy. So I'm going to read this.